Hi, welcome back to West Coast Geeks. I'm your host, Joaquin. How we doing, people? Today's video, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons non-spoiler review, G3 Hall of the Fire Giant King. And you know who's with me.
I'm spoiling everything. I'm just kidding. I'm just
Everything.
kidding. I don't know anything about this.
It's a good thing. So, we've already done the first two in the series, and remember, people, these were tournament modules. And if you look at this illustration that this artist did, I thought it was actually pretty cool. I like this style of what they did, and I just it kind of spoils it. So don't
Don't
stare
look.
at it too long because we're moving away. All right, the final module of the G series. The series are the first modules to be part of the mega campaign which would, or the super campaign, which would be later formed into the Queen of Spiders.
Oh, I
So
love that.
the reality is, they even linked it. Even they go back even further. You're supposed to start off with the Temple of Evil, or
Oh,
you start off with against the slave lords. So you can
yeah.
you either start off with Temple or you start off with slave lords, and then you're high enough level to go into against giants, and then you go into the next series, which is the D
Vault of the
series.
Draw.
Yeah, Descent into the
So it
depths of
went
the earth.
against the giant because I think I remember starting with Scourge of the Slave Lords one time when they had the. Remember when they did the big books
Yeah,
way back? It was Scourge of the Slave Lords, and then from there it goes to against the giants, and then the Vault of the Drow.
yeah,
That would be really cool to do. Like do all three of them. I really wish they had conversions for all of those.
yeah. No, and I was kind of hoping for Goodman Games. I feel like they're kind of dropping the ball a little bit.
They are.
Um,
And I wonder if any of that has to do with the brouhaha at the beginning of the year with Wizards of the Coast and all their crap.
Yeah, because they were doing good. They had, they released
Yeah.
you know, the all time favorite of mine, to Keep on the Borderland. Then they did another one that I really
They
enjoyed,
did
which was
Temple.
the Temple of Evil. But the other
Yep.
one was Expedition to Barrier Peaks.
Really? They did a third one?
Yeah, well, they got more. They have like about, I don't know. They have the X series, the basic series for the Isle of Dread.
Really?
They did the Castle Amber,
Um
I want to say,
yeah, the Lost Tombs or
the
something.
Lost City. So,
Lost City, that's what it was.
and I was just like hoping, like everybody was like, okay. So when they gave us a temple, um, everybody was hoping that okay, now we're gonna get against the giants, or we're gonna get the slave
Can you
lords.
imagine, dude, if they did those three?
Oh my
Scourge of
god.
the Slave Lords against the Giants and Vault of the Drow?
Well, they won't do it in one like thing. They have to do it each individual one.
Well, yeah, that's what I would buy all of them. I don't even care.
Yeah. So
Oh,
everybody's hoping for the G series to come out because people wanna see what else they add to it, and
that
especially
would
the
be
slave
that would be
lords.
amazing.
The
I would
slave
love
lord.
to do.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. I said I would love to, like, if they came out with those three, if they redid Scourge of the Slave Lords against the Giants and Vault of the Drow, I would drop and I would run those three. Start
Yeah.
at first level, go all the way to 20.
Yeah, those are some really good
Those are
campaigns.
that would be amazing because I know I've run through them. I just my memory is so shitty, dude. I don't remember anything. Like I was trying to remember. I'm like, man, I don't remember that. I know going through it, but I don't. It's 40 years or 30 years ago.
Yeah, so it's like
I'm old man.
it's one of those things where there are two groups that played this. The ones that played it um and were like ninth level, because they even give you a warning in here in the original text about you bare minimum you have to be ninth level. And if you are ninth
Yeah,
level going in here, you should have some higher level. Because the
yeah,
amount of giants that you face in all three of these is insane.
they ain't messing around. 10
Yeah,
giants.
I mean, you will go through your wand of fireballs and like and everything else. And this series is meant to also be a time pressure. So it's not like you get to just keep going
Ooh,
back and building
That's
weapons.
not gonna be good for indecisive parties.
Yeah, it's like, you know, you fight against the giants, and then you're like, oh, okay, it looks like, you know, they're coordinating with the frost giants, but why? They never coordinate before. And then
They
after the
don't like
frost
each other.
giants, it leads you to the fire giants, and you're like, but why are they like really? Are they? Why are they trying to expand territory that they know they can't hold? And so these are the type of questions that, you know, the king wants to have answered. And so now you're going into the Hall of the Fire Giant King. This is the first time that these series go into major bases for creatures that you normally only encounter maybe three or four. All right, so this is the background they give you, and here we go. Just as the trail led from the steading of the hill giant chief to the frozen waste where was found the glacial rift of the frost giant Jarl, so the adventurers in the later place have led or transported the intrepid party to what they hope will be their last challenge. They are about to venture into the hot and smoking barrens, which are in effect um, Muspelheim. How do you pronounce that?
I can't.
Oh, you can't. It's too
The
small for
text
you.
on this is so
Uh,
tiny. Yeah.
must you spell him? You spell him. So this is the mountain range, the home of the fire giants in the rocky halls of the fire giant Doltly Liege Lord, the dread King Snur Ironbelly. They hope to find the answer. I know that name. To riddle, find the answer to the riddle of what or who is behind the strange alliance of so many different types of giants, as well as great treasure. Surely here in the stronghold of fire giants will be encountered the evil genius or genie or geni. Oh man, that when I pasted that, I got messed up. Okay,
Get
so
it together.
this is almost like a drinking thing at this point. Whenever Joaquin makes a typo,
Every time Joaquin
makes a
messes up
typo
a
or
word,
copies something wrong, take a shot.
oh, I'd be hammered by the end of this show.
Controlling the uprising and planning the well executed attacks for Snur is said to be far stronger than smart. It is sad fact that all the encounters here will be worse than those the parties have faced elsewhere, for the fire giants are ferocious opponents, and their associates and helpers will undoubtedly be proportionary. Oh man, you see. So, if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. I have a I have a speech impediment and I'm dyslexic. So, yeah. So be
Usually I got them, but for some reason this
you
print
can't
is
pick
very
it up.
small.
Undoubtedly be stronger, forget that word, and more fearsome than those of the lesser hill and frost giants. Sobering thoughts indeed. However, the rewards for success cannot fail to be greater for the fire giants and their masters, perhaps. Question mark. Will have more loot to take if the party has actually been to the other two places, or at least one or more characters have. They will know that there is a change upon them to report definite information to the rulers who have sent them forth to inflict punishment on those raspicious giant raiders. I was like,
A lot of 50-cent words in there,
yeah,
Joaquin.
man, and I'm a dollar short, people, so.
Oh shit, that was funny.
Yeah,
Sorry.
they are to slay fire giants and all who associate with them. Um, Failure means death, no longer from the nobles, but from the monsters the party must face. Success means the right to keep all the loot taken, plus the possibility of reward from the rulers of the land which the giant bands warned upon. And now the brave adventurers stand before the black smoking slag hill, which holds the hall of the fire giant king. They have penetrated near the heart of the matter into a fell realm For even the strongest need beware. And I think it's kind of important to really, as the player characters are making their way through the mountains to get to the fire giant stronghold, you have to um
Like Mordor.
well, yeah, tell the background where it's colorful, where you see this picture where they know it's a harsh environment. And these type of harsh environments breed these type of monsters. And the fire giants so far are going to be the toughest giants that they have faced. You know? Well, that's not true. They got a cloud giant in G1, but
Oh,
oops, I just spoiled G1.
wow.
Damn, I'm
Unacceptable.
sorry.
Stop it. Start all over.
I'm sorry. That's not getting edited out. So that's your background, and so here's the official start. The party might have arrived before the huge obsidian valves which bar entrance to the hall by means of the transporter found in the Lair of the Frost Giant jar, and in this case, they will have to search to find a place of safety to rest and recover their strengths between forays into the hall. If the group journeyed here, hence by some form of horseback mounted on hippogriffs, etc., which is cool, the hidden refuge will provide to be safe from detection as long as the party leaves no plain trail to it. Just like in the first two, there was always a little safe place unless players led them to there, as long as they are not followed to it. The ravine, which is near the safe cave, leads directly to the spiny, broken heap of slag, which is indicated at the site of the hall by their map, or obvious to them otherwise, for it is a wide, well trod path leading up to two great slabs of black stone obsidian portals, which give access to Snur's Hall. But these gates will open to the party if one of the members has fire giant strengths or greater, and a mass or a chime of opening to employ, or if one of them can cast a knock spell. Now, I put that in there because at this level, they're going to know that they should be able to, you know, use something if they can't open it. Quick side note: the only thing I didn't like about this art is that they don't show the true height of those doors. Like, look at that. You see that, Eric?
Yeah.
I mean, a fire giant's got to like bend down super low to get out there.
Yeah, no, he ain't he's getting a foot in there,
Yeah, I
maybe.
mean, it's cool. I just wish that they would have like shrunk down the hippogriff and the
That's just the
riders.
food door.
Yeah,
That's why the characters are going in, they're the food.
yeah, I guess, man. Each valve is 29 feet tall, 10 feet wide, and no less than 3 feet thick. The plain about is most evil and drab appearing. The sky is gray, filled with sooty clouds. A distant volcano can be seen. As far south, a glowing river of molten lava moves sluggishly down a slope and out of sight. It is hot, and the air smells of heated rock and metal. The ground is full of cinders and sharp rocks. The place is lit by night with a dim red light from the flaming gases shooting forth from the earth and from the molten rock. So, real quick, these first three adventures are the foundation for how to describe an environment, to put your characters into the forest, into snow, and into volcano rock environments. And I don't think these modules get enough credit for helping DMs to manufacture or develop their own adventures in these type of rough environments. Any questions?
Oh no, no, I'm listening because see, I don't if I did play these, I don't remember them, and I know that I've been through most. So I'm just kind of like it's all new for me. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of like, and I like the no spoiler thing. So I'm just kind of listening to how you're describing how everything works in it. It kind of makes me like when we were talking about before we started recording. You know that we're gonna be moving into it and stuff. Make me look forward to it actually.
Yeah. So as you as you're making your way through the series, you have to realize that you think this is the last stop. And if
And
this is the final boss scene, you know they're going to fight of their lives. There's going to be fire giants, hellhounds, gnolls, like the other two modules before, what allies will you find and will they help you? So the other thing cool about these adventures is that you could always find allies. But, not all of these allies who are usually prisoners are willing to help you. So, um,
Mm,
where? You see, this is where I get, my NPCs turn on the party. It's because I played through these series. Like some help you,
man.
so I'm blaming Gary Gygax. It,
Uh-huh.
on
On
Gary
convenience on
Gygax
his
Day.
birthday, right? On his birthday,
Well,
on Kerry
actually, when they
Gygax Day.
technically when they see this video, if you saw the other video, we talked about our time jump. So we recorded all three of these videos. This video won't be released till Monday. So if you missed the other two videos, which was the Cleric Spell and Gary Gygax Day, you gotta go back and watch those two videos after you watch this one, which is gonna be wrapping up very soon. So they're all short videos, people. And the Drow finally arrived, and they are first
Oh,
mentioned in the monster manual. Like they just
yes.
throw them out there, and then
Randomly.
they're just like, oh, by the way, we also have these elves called
Yeah.
Drows. Yeah, but
It was like one paragraph. It was like 3 sentences, and that was it.
yeah. And so what I liked is that they brought them in right away because they
And that
knew,
picture right there, Joaquin, takes me back.
yeah, because they
It's
knew,
making me wanna
yeah,
change my mind about my character.
they knew that this was going to be a big hit. Maybe not as
Yeah.
big as they thought it blew up into, but they're like, here you go,
Yeah,
here are the
the
Drows.
drow are so amazing, man.
So, as you can tell by the spoilers, they make their appearance in the G3, and so, oh
So much for the non-spoiler title.
no, it's not that everybody knows that.
Not everybody.
Okay, a few of you, I'm very sorry. All right, so the wrap up. Next up in the series is D1 Descent into the Depths of the
Oh,
Earth.
man.
Oh, I love these troglodyte, different
Yep.
artists.
Yeah, that art's pretty good.
Yeah, so that's the non-spoiler review, people. It's gonna be one of those things where, like B2, where Eric's joining me at the very beginning with the Dungeon Master's notes, and um, after that, I'll be releasing videos of the NPCs. But we're gonna be playing that one. I'm just reskinning it, because I'm putting it in my homebrew world. So instead of the Keep on the Borderland, it's going to be the Last Citadel. And one of my players asked Michael, he goes, "Why is it called the Last Citadel?" I go, "Well, I guess you're gonna have to
'Cause there aren't
play
no
and
more
find
left.
out."
Yeah, because there ain't no more left,
Yeah,
sucker.
well, that's one. And then the Caves of Chaos switched that name over to the Lost Catacombs, and he was like, "Well, catacombs means like tombs. You know that." I wish you could have seen my face while I was talking on the phone with him.
It'd be like none of your business.
And I mean,
Play and find out.
you don't think I know? You don't think I don't know what catacombs is? Playing D&D,
Eh?
like whatever, dude. You die first. Okay, so
Yeah.
so that's it, people. These are the first three, and then we're going to be going into the descent into the depths of the earth, and we're going to spend a lot of time on that one because that's when we're finally going to go into depth into the underworld. And for
Oh,
those of you who've
yeah.
been waiting for that series, we're sorry, and it's coming. All right, so anything you want to add to this, Eric?
Man, that picture of that drow. I'm sorry, I'm still stuck on that picture of that drow. I have an idea. I'm gonna mention to you when we're done.
All right. Okay, people. So I hope you enjoyed last week's videos and the start of a new week. Eric's back on the program, so hopefully we'll. This is next week, so we'll start when you guys watch this. It'll be Monday. And hopefully at the end of the week, we'll have another player's handbook and another video for the following week. For those of you who are keeping up with our time traveling adventures. So with that, people, I hope you enjoyed this series of the non-spoiler review. I hope it's enough to pique your interest to ask your dungeon master to run this adventure.
Come
Any
back
last?
for the drought.
Come back for the drow. All right, people. Catch you later.
Later, guys.